Hello and welcome back to the channel. LC here, your guide to all things Multiversus, back with another quick video discussing movement on the battlefield, or as many of my brethren in the FGC like to call it, schmovement. We'll be analyzing the best way to traverse the arena and mix up your approach with the cast. If you're new here and looking for a home for some Multiversus action, make sure that you subscribe and turn the notifications on so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. And if you're looking to get some games in, definitely hit me up on Twitch or Discord are going to be the two ways to get a hold of me. I'm definitely planning on doing a lot of streaming for this game, just kind of casual and stuff like that, nothing too sweaty, maybe some tech sessions. But if you want to play, team up for some duos, or even play against me, let me know. Feel free to add me over on those platforms. So let's begin. So I think it's only fair to start with the basics. Now I did mention in the previous video that I do feel that the game's tutorial is more than capable and it does a very competent job at illustrating the basics. So we're going to do a very quick recap. Each character has a varied walk speed, ranging from very quick and nimble to kind of a slow jaunt like Superman. For better or worse, gone are the days for the need of wave dashes or planks to get around the map. And I think that personally, the Multiversus is all the more accessible for it. Not needing to actually wave dash and stuff like that to move quickly across the screen, I think it's definitely a plus for right now. This will definitely probably change as the game gets more, analyzed and stuff like that. People go more in depth. People are definitely going to find ways to break the game and have even faster movement. So that's probably going to be on the way. Now, one of the critical pieces to exceptional movement in Multiversus is going to be employing fast falling after either a single or a double jump. You can perform normals and specials out of the animation, so this opens up a myriad of movement and approach options for each character. So the quickest way to traverse the map is going to be by the way of dodges. You can either dodge left or right or in a neutral state. In the air, you have access to an 8-way dodge, which can be utilized 2 times before touching the ground. Okay, now that we got the basics out the way, let's discuss how to pair these elements together to really start schmoving out there. One of the best grounded options you'll have access to will be performing a dodge on the ground into a jump, which will allow you to keep the dodge's momentum and greatly affect your jump arc. This is a good way to close distance and help get to your ally if you're playing duos. As you can see here, it's quite a difference. Also note, coming out of a dodge into an attack is the best way to keep your forward momentum, and this is kind of the best way to create kind of a pseudo dash attack. This also has a bit of invincibility on the start art frames. Just take a look at how far it extends the attack of a character like Harley's down attack. It's really night and day. Practicing and getting this movement down is going to be critical for really closing the gap. Once you get this mastered, they're never going to know if you're going to, be able to get all the way in, or you can stop your approach. This is a really good way to come out of the air and make sure that you are relatively safe. So jumping over to some advanced aerial options. Now, one of the best approaches that you'll have in this game universally is going to be to fast fall out of a jump, landing into a dodge, which will allow you to keep your momentum and cross up your opponent. And frankly, it just looks cool as hell. Also, while in the air, the best option you'll have with the majority of the cast is going to be to mix up your fast fall with the standard jump or aerial specials, which can help change your jump arc and help you close in the gap on your opponent. Every member in the cast has at least a handful of aerial options they can utilize to catch your opponent off guard and land some serious punishment. The utility of aerial specials is going to be extremely critical when it comes to your recovery options. Now, while up special is typically the de facto when it comes to getting back to the stage depending on where you were when you got knocked off of it, don't sleep on horizontal base specials, as they can definitely serve you better when it comes to recovery in certain situations. One thing I really enjoy doing quite a bit is what I refer to as an aerial box dash. Essentially, you jump, dodge, and fast fall into a normal of your choosing. The animation can be deceptively quick for certain characters like Wonder Woman and Arya, and this can allow you to quickly interrupt opponents who may be in an extended attack stream. Do also keep in mind that certain characters such as Finn, Arya, and Garnet all have honing based aerial specials, which can allow them to close a lot of ground really quick. This is another good way to keep the mental chess game interesting with your opponent. Now, this brings us to one of the major points when it comes to Multiversus, and that's due to the game not having a block button of any type. You'll quickly discover just how guerrilla this game can get at times. Utilizing your aerial specials can help keep you out of sticky situations, and knowing which buttons to either fall with or challenge with can completely upend entire matchups. The overall general idea is to get the opponent to commit to attempting to challenge your option and then punishing them accordingly. In this same vein, this is why using attacks that have good cancel windows are normally considered extremely powerful. For example, Jake the Dog's side special, which he turns into a horse, can make opponents easily have to proactively react with a button when they see him coming, only for him to just cancel the animation at any given time. Mind games is all it is at the very end. And for the final element in our bag of tricks, this is going to be utilizing the relatively low window when it comes to performing attacks out of a fast fall. So the threshold for this is quite low. You take a look, even the fast fall comparison to like Smash Ultimate, it's you jump and you fall quite quickly in this game. So this actually allows you to kind of abuse that threshold there. You can almost be damn near touching the ground in most cases, and most aerial normals will still come out. Unless your feet are actually on that ground, that aerial normal is still going to come out. This is a great way to start incorporating combos for each character to maximize punishment on your opponent. And that's going to do it for our very quick tutorial on movement. This is just some general tips and tricks. I'm definitely going to do a way deeper dive into this in the future when the game is live out of beta and then they do their final adjustments. I suspect they're going to do like a final round of adjustments, and then they'll do some tweaks and stuff like that. But until then, I think this is at least a good jumping off platform and a good kind of foundation for most players to really start abusing some of the mechanics in this game. But until next time, LC signing out. Peace.